Millions of tons of plastic drift through the water, silent, invisible from a distance, yet devastating in scale. It's a story about engineering, industry, and what it takes to fix a problem created by modern manufacturing using manufacturing itself. Welcome to Factory Founder, where we take you inside the world's most powerful factories and the industrial processes reshaping our future.
The ocean was never meant to look like this. From the air, the surface appears calm, vast, endless. But as the camera descends, the illusion breaks. Plastic stretches across the water in every direction. Bottles, nets, ropes, crates, fragments of human life, drifting far from where they were ever meant to be. The waves no longer reflect only the sky. They carry our waste, layer by layer, year after year. Far offshore, the response begins. Specialized collection vessels cut through polluted waters, designed not for fishing or transport, but for extraction. These ships are floating industrial platforms equipped with cranes, conveyors, and reinforced decks built to handle chaos. From above, massive steel arms swing outward. Hydraulic claws descend into floating debris fields, gripping tangled nets and compressed plastic masses weighing several tons at a time. Water cascades off as the waste is lifted free from the sea. Nothing about this process is gentle. The ocean plastic is heavy, waterlogged, unpredictable. Crews coordinate every movement. Torque limits are monitored. Load balance is critical. One mistake could snap cables or pull machinery overboard. The material is compacted into transport-ready loads, drained of seawater but still coated in salt, algae, sand, and biological residue. This is only the beginning. The journey continues inland, toward one of the largest plastic recycling facilities ever built. Front loaders push tangled debris towards steel intake pits. Overhead cranes drop compressed masses into vibrating hoppers. Hydraulic rams slam downward. Plastic fractures. Nets tear. Rigid containers crack under pressure. Dust, mist, and shredded fibers fill the air. Operators observe from armored control rooms because this stage is dangerous. Metal contaminants hide inside plastic. Stored tension releases violently. Machines are built not just for power, but for survival. This is industrial warfare against waste. The first true transformation happens inside the primary shredders. Twin steel shafts rotate slowly, but with enormous torque. Their teeth interlock like gears from a giant engine, grabbing, pulling, and tearing plastic apart. Fishing ropes snap, drums collapse, crates are reduced to fragments. There is no finesse here, only force. The sound is relentless, steel grinding plastic, motors straining under load, sensors constantly adjust speed and pressure to prevent catastrophic jams. What enters as recognizable waste exits as broken material, still dirty, still mixed, but no longer intact. For the first time, the plastic begins to lose its identity. From shredding, the material moves into washing, where brute force meets chemistry. Inside massive friction washers, shredded plastic is beaten, scrubbed, and blasted with high-pressure hot water. Steel paddles churn material violently, forcing fragments to collide again and again. Salt dissolves. Organic matter breaks away. Sand and grit are stripped loose. Detergents and controlled heat accelerate the process, while steam fills the hole. Water drains continuously, carrying years of contamination away. This stage consumes enormous energy, but without it, nothing downstream is possible. Clean plastic does not come from gentle rinsing. It comes from relentless mechanical abrasion. Next comes separation, because not all plastics behave the same. Inside gigantic flotation tanks, physics takes over. Water density is carefully controlled. Lighter plastics float. Heavier contaminants sink. Mechanical paddles keep everything moving, preventing clumping or false separation. Metal fragments fall away. Glass sinks. Organic residues are skimmed off. Magnets and extraction rakes remove hidden hazards. This is where precision quietly replaces brute force. Every adjustment matters. Every error compounds. When the plastic leaves this stage, it is no longer ocean waste. It is industrial feedstock. But it is still too large. Secondary shredding begins. Grinders reduce fragments further, this time with tighter tolerances. Screens ensure uniform size. Cyclones remove dust. Everything is controlled. The plastic now moves like grain instead of debris. And then, heat. Inside towering extruders, pulverized plastic is fed into rotating screw systems surrounded by high-temperature barrels. Friction and heaters melt the material completely. Moisture flashes into steam. Impurities burn off. Additives stabilize the polymer. The plastic becomes molten. This is the point of no return. Once melted, it is no longer waste. It is material. Molten plastic is forced through dies, sliced into uniform pellets, and rapidly cooled. Thousands of pellets fall like rain into collection silos, each one identical, each one measurable, each one ready. This is the currency of modern manufacturing. From here, the story shifts. Recycled pellets are transported to molding halls, where new products take shape. In injection molding presses, pellets are reheated and injected into steel molds under extreme pressure. Pistons slam forward. Molten plastic fills every cavity. Robotic arms remove formed components seconds later. Chair seats, legs, backrests, thousands per hour. Cooling lines stabilize shape. Assembly robots align parts with millimeter precision. Torque tools lock components together. What was once floating in the ocean now becomes something solid, useful, durable. A chair, quality control follows. Cameras inspect surfaces. Sensors check dimensions. Random samples are stress tested. Nothing moves forward without verification. This isn't symbolic recycling. This is industrial manufacturing. From pollution to product. But the story doesn't end here. Because every product made from recycled plastic delays new plastic production. Every chair reduces demand for virgin material. Every ton recovered is a ton not choking the ocean. This facility is not a cure. It is a response. A massive, energy-intensive, complex response. Built because the problem itself is massive. The ocean didn't change overnight, and it won't recover overnight either.